Good evening, students. Welcome to the class 8th social science subject. And we have started first lesson how, when, and where. And that we have already completed how important are dates and which dates also we have completed. Today we are going to start about how do we periodize. So how we will periodize means different. We make it categorized that we are going to study. And in 1817, James Mill, a Scottish economist and a political philosopher, published a massive three-volume work. And see, he is a Scottish economist. What is his name? And James Mill. And 1817, he has published a massive three-volume work. What is that? A history of British India. So what the British people have does and they've come across, that we are going to study in this. That book or that volume work is a history of British India. In this, he divided Indian history into three periods. As his opinion, as his thoughts, based on his mind and his opinion, he has categorized three periods: Hindu, Muslim, and British. This is how he has categorized three periods. This periodization came to be widely accepted. Can you think of any problem with this way of looking at Indian history? See, it is widely accepted the what he does it, the James Mill. Have you can you think of any problem with this? Yeah, because Hindu, Muslim, and British, what is this kind of a thing? You can have your own opinion. Are you do you feel any problem with this categorized? Looking at this Indian history, he is asking, why do we try and divide history into different periods? That is the main question. See, when you come to the part of history, we have divided into different parts, different periods. Why does it? See, ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. In that, we completely categorize the many things. Why we does it? See, we do so in an attempt to capture these characteristics of time and central features as they appear to us. So the terms through which we periodize, that is democratic, the difference between periods become important. They reflect our ideas about the past. They show how we see the significance of the change from one period to the next. Why we make it a periods? We make it a periods just because to understand that, to characteristics, to study about the importance of the period, particular period, and significance of the one period to another period. So this is how we keep studying it. Understand? See, James Mill thought that all Asian societies were at a lower level of civilization than Europe. This James Mill has thought the Asian, about the continents. I think we have 7 continents. We are in Asian continent, India. The Asian societies all are living in a lower level of civilization, he thought, compared to the Europe civilization. According to his telling of history, where before British come to India, Hindu and Muslim disputes ruled the country. Religious intolerance, caste taboos, and superstitious practice dominated in social life. See, he says that before British come to India, Hindu and Muslims were fighting each other. A lot of religious intolerance was there, and casteism was there, and Indians, first of all, their superstitious practice was there. You know what is superstitious belief? Blind belief. Okay, that is there, he thought. But after British comes, the British rule, the Mill felt could civilize India. So after British come only we Indians have civilized. We have improved. He is telling. It is his opinion. To do this, it was necessary to introduce European manners, arts, institution, laws in India. Mill, in fact, suggested that the British should conquer all the territories in India to ensure the enlightenment and happiness of the Indian people. For India was not capable of progress without a British help. It is James Mill thought in 1817. What he has written on his own opinion before a British people come to India, India would have not improved. India would have not go to the towards the progress level. They had not have a capable of progressing without a British help. It is his opinion, his thoughts. He has written in that in the history of British India. See, in this idea of history, the British rule represented all the force of progress and civilization. The period before the British rule was one of darkness. And he is all talking about completely on his own way. It is all just bullshit. India was not like that. India was very very progressed country. India was just like enlightening themselves. India was a modern. India was a model of other countries. India was very very famous. You know that we Indians have given zero to the world. You know that. And the great scientists were there in India. Great mathematicians were there in India. We had great medicines in India. The British people had come here just because of by seeing our richness of India. They have come here for doing the business. As what James is telling is completely a different way. Can such concepts to be accepted today? No, absolutely no. That concept we are not able to accept it. Understand? This is how. In any case, can we refer to any period of history as Hindu or Muslim? Did not a variety of faiths exist simultaneously in these periods? Why should we characterize an age only through the religion of the rulers of the time? To do so is to suggest that the lives and the practices of the others do not really matter. We should also remember that even rulers in the ancient India did not all share the same faith. We had a complete different kind of things in India. It is not just Hindu and Muslims. You know that before British have come to India, not only Hindus and Muslims, even Jains were there, Buddhists were there, and they were already in India. And it is not just intolerance of relationship. It is not just only we what he categorized. It is not that, and what he saw is completely different. What he has assumed is completely different. I'm moving away from the British classification. The historians have usually divided Indian history into ancient, medieval, ancient, medieval, and modern. This is division to as it is problems. It is a periodization that is borrowed from the West, where the modern periods was associated with the growth of all the forces of modernity: science, reason, democracy, liberty, and equality. Medieval was the term used to describe a society where these features of modern society did not exist. Can we critically accept this categorization of the modern period to describe the period of our study? As you will see in this book, under British rule, people did not have equality, freedom, and liberty, nor was the period one of the economic growth and progress. See, as you have studied, here it is completely different. Yes, see, after British came, we have grown, it seems. We have went towards the progressive teams. No, absolutely not. See, before when in the British rule, the people did not have the equality and the freedom, and liberty also was not there. Nor the period of the economic growth also was not there at all. This is how we were living. The many historians therefore refer to this period is colonies. What is this? This is called colonial. Colonial rule was there in India. This is how we have studied. Hope you understood about this. And here it is, you can study even though what is a colonial is this. In this book you will read about the way British came to conquer the country and establish their rulers, and subjecting the local nawabs and rajas. You will see how they established the control over the economic and society, collected the revenue to meet all their expenses, and bought the good they wanted to low price, and produce the crops they needed for export. And you will understand the changes that came about as a consequence. You will also came to know about the changes a British rule brought about in values and the tastes, the customs and the practices. When the subjection of any country by northern lead to this kind of political, economical, social and cultural changes, we refer to the progress as colonization. You will, however, find that all the classes and the groups did not experience these changes in the same way. That is why the book is called Our Past in the plural. Okay, that is why we have mentioned our past in the plural. Okay, so hope you understood this, and this is how we have come and studying about how, where and when. How do we know about this? And we will study this in the next class. Okay, thank you.